What do you do when you buy coordinated fabric, maybe a pretty bundle, without a plan in mind, without a pattern in mind? How do you solve that problem? Let's talk about it in this video. Hi there, welcome to a new video on the Sugary channel. My name is Irene and today it is Q&A Tuesday. I get to answer one of your questions today, and this one, it's a fun one. It's a very serious problem. When you buy coordinating fabrics without a pattern in mind and then struggle to settle on a pattern, what should you do? This is a very serious question, serious issue, serious problem, because we have too much fabric. What do we do? How do we use it? I had this problem a few weeks ago, so I can really relate to this. You see something pretty, you see maybe a bundle of fabrics, and it's so pretty together. You just take it home, you can't help yourself, and then you need to make something with it, and you have no clue where to start. So yeah, very relatable problem, and well, I can tell you how I solved that problem for my fabric bundle. So one of the first things you could do is check how much fabric do you have. Is it a fat quarter bundle, or are it some half yards, or how much do you have? Maybe you could Google fat quarter friendly patterns. They are out there, and then you can get some inspiration of things that are possible. Maybe something pops up and you like it and you're all settled and done. If not, if you don't know where to start or what to do, you could also look to your colors, your fabrics in the bundle. Are they kind of low volume, like this, or are they super bright rainbowy, or are there very big prints or small prints? Those things could help you pick out a pattern. So when there's a lot of large prints, you want to show them off in the quilt. So maybe you can pick a pattern with some bigger pieces. When it's low volume like this, maybe you can add a color pop, so that it goes really well with the bundle that you have. So you could always add something to it. The other way around, when you have something very rainbowy, then maybe you could add some low volumes or some solids to tune it down a little bit. That way it might be easier to pick a pattern. So then you could look for a pattern with maybe a solid background and then color pops in there. For example, a fun block with a little heart, and then you could use the solid as the background, and then each heart gets another color. That's an option, and you have tons of those kind of blocks with maybe the pluses or flying bees, or you have a lot of those where you can put in a solid background and then add all your fabrics in. Well, the fabric bundle I had this problem with, here I have my project box, was a fabric by Tula Pink, and I think Fleur, my editor, will have a shot of me unpacking those fabrics so you can see what's in there. And I have it here, but it's a little messy, so wait a sec. Well, wait a sec, you're probably still watching me unpacking all those fabrics right now. There we have it. So this is something I brought home from a trip to the wholesale. It's a fat quarter bundle, and I love the colors in here. So when I saw it, I love the colors, but then when I got home, I saw that there are pretty large and busy prints in here, and that's not something I would normally use. So I love the bundle, and they all go so well together, but then what do we make with it? The thing I did was go through some quilting books that I have, looking for ideas, and then I came across the City Sampler by Tula Pink, and I thought it would be a good idea to make those. So those are 100 different blocks, and I thought it would be a very cool rainbowy kind of quilt if I made every block in a different colorway, and I added some solids in every color, and that could be a very cool project. And then just make blocks in all the colors and then mix and match them together for a very colorful quilt. But once I started this, I realized that for every block I needed to look up a new pattern. That would be 100 new pattern, well, 100 blocks if I wanted to make them all, 100 patterns to follow from her book, and they are not too complicated, so it is a wonderful project. But since I already have so many work in progresses laying around, I wasn't really looking for a project that would take me very long. So I thought I need something else. Then I went through the patterns that I designed and came across the Let's Play pattern and thought, what if I add in white Kona fabric that will ease down all the colors a little bit. So a very bright color bundle and then some white could work really well to make a bright quilt. So I made a few blocks and just to test it out. So that's also something that I would recommend. Just make a few blocks. If you don't like where it's going, you can always change the plan. So I made a few blocks with the white and the colors, and this one is a good example of a bundle with big prints. So this shows the big prints really well in the center. I think I have another block. I stopped my whole box. Where is it? Can't find it. I thought I made 3 blocks, but making a few of them can really help you tell if you like it. So the idea of this pattern is that the corners will make kind of a, is it called a pinwheel? I think so. And the white helps it tone it down a little bit. So I can put different colors together in the block. I can really mix and match because the white is going to bring it down a little bit. So I made a few test blocks. I liked it, so that's what we're going with. Yeah, so just take a look around. Also, if you know the name of the fabrics, you can pop in that name to Google and see what other people made with it. See what the designer came up with when they launched the fabric line. It might give you ideas on what to do with it. So I hope that helps you a little bit and that gets you into diving into your pretty fabrics that you brought home, and that it helps you solve this very, very difficult problem. Enjoy your pretty fabrics and make something beautiful with it. Thank you for your question. If you are watching and have a question, pop it down in the comments below and I would love to read it and answer it in another video. Thanks so much for watching. See you again next week. Bye!